Today I'm going to be talking about Rylynn's 1 month, 2 month, and 3 month update. Since I just started these at the beginning of the week and she's 3 months, you do not know of her earlier progresses. She's not in the video right now because she is too busy throwing a fit. So I have my phone here with the little updates of when she was a month old and 2 months old. So this is like measurements of what I got from the doctor, and then other little notes that I added. Alright, at her 1 month appointment, she was 10 pounds 9 ounces. She was 23 inches long. She was starting to smile and coo. It wasn't just gas bubbles anymore. She did end up sleeping through most of the night. I think she would only wake up like once or twice, and that was amazing because that means I could sleep. She was starting to eat 4 to 6 ounces, mostly just 4, which I thought was a lot, but I guess when you have like big babies, they tend to eat a lot. One thing that I did not mention, when she was born, she had a head full of hair, but in the weeks after at home, and I'd give her a bath, and I'd take that little pink brush and I'd scrub on top of her head and around it, her hair would start to fall out, but it didn't fall out in the back, it just fell out on the top. So she looked like a little old man, and at this point in time she was starting to grow it back. I'll make sure to insert a clip here. Her eyes were still blue. As I mentioned in my first video, that her eyes are still blue and they're getting lighter as she gets older. And she had a lot of baby acne. I mean, it wasn't just like a little bit here or here. It was like all over the face, the ears, the top of the head, the back of the head, her neck, her chest, her back, her arms, her legs, her stomach, everywhere had baby acne. And first I thought it was a rash, and then I looked it up and it was just baby acne. Now all that's gone. I mean, she's getting a few little bit here and there, but that's because of the heat, because she was, when she was born it was cold. Now with the heat there's sweat and all that nasty stuff. And she was wearing size 0 to 3 months. She barely fit into newborn when she was born, being that she had weighed 9 pounds 1 ounce. So she was a bit bigger baby. She didn't seem like she was a big baby because she was so lengthy, but I still got to enjoy the little bit of the newborn clothing that she did get to wear. And she was no longer newborn, but she was in size 1. And the only reason we went to size 1 diapers is because she kept on exploding out of her diapers. Like, you'd have pee everywhere, poop wouldn't even stay in it anymore. Like, it was time to go up a size. Alright, her 2 month appointment, she weighed 13 pounds 2 ounces and was 24 1/4 inch long. And it was funny because when we took her to the doctors, the nurse had measured her, and she told me that she was 22 3/4 inch long, which kind of seemed weird because that means she shrunk. And so the doctor remeasured her the way that we had been measuring her, and she had grown because the nurse measured her at the weighing station, and we've never done that before, so the measurement system, I guess, was off. So yeah, she was 24 1/4 inches. Her head circumference was 16 inches. When she was born, it was 14 1/4 inches. She was then at 2 months sleeping through the night. I would put her to bed at at that time I put her to bed at 9 or 10 o'clock, and she would wake up about 6, 7 o'clock. She was now eating 6 ounces every 4 hours, eating a lot of food. She just, hungry baby, growing baby. She started to talk, like not words obviously, like just babbling and just non-stop talking, like just like me. She was starting to really smile a lot, like she would recognize you and smile, or you could say something and she would smile. So she was also kicking a ton. Like she was kicking, like when I was pregnant with her, she kicked all the time. She was an active baby. And now she kicks all the time. She loves to move. Her hair was still getting longer and darker, so no more bald baby. Eyes definitely still blue. She, at first when she was born, she did not want to be sat down. She wanted to be held and swaddled and cuddled. And now, at this point in time, she wanted to be left alone. She wanted to be on the floor, to kick and play, and now she varies between both. Her baby acne at that point in time was gone. It was all cleared up, it was gone, and I was glad, because taking baby pictures with a ton of baby acne just isn't as pretty. She was, though, starting to get dry patches, like on her legs, and they weren't like super red, they were just dry. So I was seeing if lotion would help, and it kind of is, kind of isn't, but it hasn't like got inflamed or irritated, I suppose. It's just kind of chilled. She was still wearing 0 to 3 months, but she was barely wearing 0 to 3 months. Depending, I guess, on where they were bought at and what brands they were, depending on the fit of it, some onesies were too small. Like she's a long baby, and these would be wide rather than long. So those definitely do not fit her anymore. Pants were too short. Now it's too hot to wear pants, so we don't worry about pants. And at that point in time, she was barely in size 1 diapers. Like, I knew she was getting ready for size 2, but I wanted to try to wait and try to finish out the diapers that we had. But it wasn't working so much for that. Now she is 3 months and a few days old, and she is starting to laugh and giggle and squeal, and it is the cutest thing ever. Excuse you. And she smiles great big when she wakes up, like from a nap or from sleeping at night, and she sees one of us, she'll get a great big smile. Some people, on the other hand, cause the opposite reaction and start to make her cry. Like she's starting to have face recognition, and realizes that people she doesn't know, you know, a little bit scarier, and may or may not make her scream or just kind of cry, but mostly it's just scream. So I'm trying to like let her know it's okay for these people to see you. They're not gonna hurt you, but she'll figure that out. I'm not quite sure how much she weighs or her length, because we don't have her next doctor appointment until her 4-month, so her next month, because she had her 2-month shots, and then at a 4-month appointment she'll have her like her booster shots. So I'll find out then how much she weighs. I definitely know she's getting heavier. You can just feel it when you carry her and lift her. We got her a bumbo seat, and she loves that thing like crazy. The only bad thing about it is it makes her spit up like crazy. It has all this extra pressure on her stomach, and she just whoosh, up checks all the time. So it's nice for a while, but once she starts getting to that point where she's spitting up more, I take her out and set her on the floor, and she's just as happy because she likes to kick around, look around. She's also starting to discover her hands and kind of sort of her feet. She saw them when she was sitting in the bumbo and just stared at them for a while, but her hands now, she'll bring them in front of her face. She touches her face, she'll grab onto things. She is now in size 2 diapers and definitely 3 to 6 month clothing. There's no doubt about it. She is just growing. Her hair is starting to like grow out. Like it doesn't grow down on flat on her head. It's like a big fluff on her head. I'll have to grab her and show you, but I just think it's funny. Well, I guess that'll be all. I'm gonna grab her real fast and show you, and then I will end this vlog. Okay, well. Hey. Okay, anything else? Alright, well, I'm gonna end this vlog because she's starting to get crabby and needs to go down. Oh. No, she doesn't need to go down for nap. She needs her next bottle. So if you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up. You can share it, comment below. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe for more updates on our videos. I am on Twitter, so you can keep up with me there. I post about when I update my videos, when I upload them, and that whole process. So thanks for watching. Bye. You say bye? You say bye? Alright. So it was fine, and she was growing, and that's her crying in the background. I'm gonna pause it to help get my baby to sleep. It was a 14 1/4. Yeah, round.